Good morning, everybody. This is Dee Dee with Power 3 Trading. Thanks for joining. I'm not here just to teach you the strat, but to teach you how to profit from the strat, profit from the market using the strat techniques. If you have any more questions regarding the strat, please reach out to my guy, Rob Smith. That's Smith's in the Black channel, Rob in the Black on Twitter, or at sepiagroup.com. So yesterday was just another tough midday reversal day. The market gapped down, traded down, but didn't stay down. And so we talked about this yesterday, that it may take a couple days if price is going to trade lower because it's got to get outside this 3-day range, right? And so you can see it's still trading inside. This doesn't flip until Monday, guys. So we may continue to see some of that volatility because there's just not real clear direction. The market is trending up, but there's probably some good deal of resistance as it tries to trade back up inside this big down month here in April. Okay, so it's already taken this 2 down month in May, so on the Q. So to go higher, it's taken a little bit more momentum. We need a little bit more momentum from those bulls to drive this higher. So we'll have to wait and see. But as it stands, if this market continues to form this little shooter here on the weekly, I'd be looking for shorts next week, but we'll have to wait and see. I'd like to see if CCI starts to trend back down and below 100 on our dailies. Okay. Here is IWM. Okay. It actually went 2-2 on the 3-day, right? Little tighter range. So what we saw in IWM the last week was it traded down and up, traded down and up inside the previous range before it created new highs, but not a lot of movement here. So inside this previous candle, right? So it went 2 down, okay? But again, continuation, we'll be looking for those crosses back below 100 on the dailies. And of course, here on the weekly as well, it's above 100. So for reversals, we're looking for price action to trade back below those 100s. So for now, we're just playing it as long positions, TTO, reversing on the day with continuation. So we don't know what this looks like. It can go 2 down, 2 up, continuation. Okay. So still not holding any longs here, SPY. Just not comfortable with where do we go from here, given that it's already taken out this big move, right? And we still have another month in the quarter. All right, so SPY inside 3-day as well, traded 2 down, back up. So we'll have to wait and see. Again, not looking to trade inside day, so it's got to take either the high or low of this range. My preference, given that CCI is trending down, would be to take the low, yesterday's low, or potential short, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, so how do we trade these? Because they were difficult. And we'll go to the shorter time frames to see that. But if you look at, and this is just my go-to list yesterday, didn't trade, but just want to talk through these opportunities. You had 2 downs, right, on the first 45 until you had your 90-minute flip, right? So technically it wasn't till 12:30 when it went 2 back up. So you had two down, two down, two down on SMH, two down, two down, two down, two down on the Qs, two down, two down, two down, two down on the 45. I'm sorry, on the SPY, two down, two down, two down on IWM. So when you have price trading gapping down and going straight down like you see here, you have to go to a shorter time frame for your entry. We don't have a signal here. Let's go to the 18-minute. Here's the opening 18. We have a signal here, right? So our signals are inside bars or two, two, twos, right? So two up, two up, two down, two down, two up, two down. All right, we need two ups, two downs to go continuation to the downside here. We had an inside bar off the Qs. We had an inside bar on the SPY. IWM went two down, two down. So we had signals on the SPY and the Qs. These guys went two down. They went two down, and we had a signal on the 8 on Etsy. So Microsoft went two down, two up. This would have been a reversal to the upside. But when I look at the broader market, maybe I don't take this trade because the broader market is trading lower. All right, so let's take a look at the SPY, the Qs, and Etsy, because they gave us inside 18 minutes, okay? Here's the Qs. Let's go to our 6-minute time frame. So we had, let's put this back on the 18. All right, how do you enter this trade? So again, if our signals are inside bars and two twos, we wait for this inside bar to close, and then we look for our opportunity. Because CCI is below -100 here, trending down, we know it's already two down on the day, right? Because it had crossed below our red line. It's kind of hard to see. We'll just put this on a 45 so we can see what that looks like. All right, so everything is trending lower. CCI is trending lower, lower, lower. So we want to trade this to the short side, but we get our signal off the 18. So here's our 18-minute flip. We're not taking this long, guys. We're taking this short, right? Given CCI, we're not looking to go 2, 1, 2 to the upside. It traded higher, came back down and created this outside bar on the 6. Then it takes your two down here on the 18. So we can enter this candle off this outside bar with CCI trending lower. It hits our, this is simply this 18-minute opening range, these yellow, orange lines. We can technically remove those. I just, for visual, it helps me to see where that opening range is. But they're not, in fact, let's do this because I don't want to get confused. They are not broadening formations. They do not tell me, if price is going to reverse or anything like that. It's just the range in which I'm looking to just have a visual on what that opening range is. It could be anything. So this is our entry here. We got a two down. This is an outside bar. I'm going to wait for this to close, and then I'm looking for CCI to get my direction or indication of whether or not this is going to reverse. So you created an outside bar here. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold this. Why? CCI is still trending down on that 18-minute. Once CCI starts to flip up, then I'm a little bit more concerned about the potential for a reversal here. And so you see this trade up here on this right at that last 6 minutes. And I'm sorry, first 6 minutes in this 18-minute flip. You can see CCI starting to trend up. We're still forming on the 90 though, guys. We're still forming on the 90. All right, so this is your 45-minute flip or about. Take this short, it TTOs here, may want to get out, may want to hold 90-minute. It's not turning this 90-minute red. It doesn't go two up on your 18, but this is where I'm starting to be a little careful, but it's still well below negative 100. So you can hold here, trades back down. It does not hit your ADR, and then it goes inside. At this point, when price is on this 18 flip and it's green here, I'm probably looking to trade, take profit. This is your 90-minute flip, guys. This is your 90-minute flip. So it trades down, comes back down, but it doesn't stay down. Trades two up on that short term. You have a potential rev strat here with an entry to the downside here, but you have to keep in mind, I'm going to show you, you have to keep in mind this, where this traded up to, and this is a 90-minute flip, right? And so think about it this way. When price starts to trade inside this previous 90 range, as it did here, there is a potential this is going to create a small body candle and reverse. And so this, we talked about morning stars and evening stars. It's a little more difficult to see, but what you'll want to understand is when price starts coming back into that previous range, it's setting up, it may not last, but it's setting up a potential reversal. So you have to be mindful of that, because this was that high inside that range. When it goes two down, even if you were to take that trade, thinking it's going to go lower here, so it goes two down, trades lower, right? Because you're inside 90 here. You're inside 90 here off of this flip. Goes two up, trades two down, comes back inside this range, guys. We have to exit these positions because we don't know, and this crosses over actually, because we're not sure if this is going to continue. And once this crosses back over, I'm definitely out of that trade, because then it either chops you up or it reverses. And in this case, and I didn't even see this, I wasn't in the market, but not sure what happened at 2 o'clock, but on all of the charts, it looks like something came in at 2 o'clock. I don't know if that was some Fed noise and drove the market higher, and then it came right back down. All right, and so this now becomes you're looking at your 45-minute flip. So we're looking at okay, so we're looking at our 18-minute, right, for our signals using our 45-minute flip. So 245, potential reversal, but keep in mind, big 90-minute candle here. So it's got to take this outside bar. It eventually did, but you can take this on this 45-minute flip. This becomes red. So we're using the 1845. This is now red. 1150 to 254. This flips at 245. Here's your open. It turns red inside this candle, but it's two up. You wait for this to go two down. You can take an entry there. All right, let's look at the SPY. Again, at the open, we had this inside bar, and the trade was very similar to the Qs, right? It goes two up. I'm sorry, outside. Yeah, it goes two up and then comes back in down, creates this outside bar. You have a 3, 2 up. You can take this two down here, but very tight range, guys. Little bit more of a riskier trade in here, and you can see how it triangled out again. Choppy mess. Choppy mess. And you get another 2 up bar here, 2 down, a little opportunity right here off this 2 bar, off of this two down bar here. And then you have your 90-minute reversal. So in that first 90 minutes, this would have been a difficult trade, but you could have taken it here, held that, but you see it went 2 down and then outside. I probably would have gotten out when it crossed back above this. I don't like that trade. It comes back down. I'd have probably taken a loss on that. I'd have probably taken a loss on that. And then again, you look back at the 90-minute reversal. Here's your 45-minute flip, 11 o'clock. I'm sorry, 12, 45, 11:45, right? Yeah, 11:45. All right, that's your open on your 45-minute flip. So at 11:45, this is still forming. It then reverses on this 18-minute flip, crosses over, turns green on the 45-minute. You're now inside. You can take that 2 up, 2 down, 2 down. I'm sorry, 2 down, 2 up off this 18-minute flip, and then use this as your stop loss. So again, we're using our 45-minute flips and we're looking for our actionable signals. 2 down, 2 up, inside bar. 2 down, inside, 2 up. And then we could trade that up. The 45-minute, the 45 90-minute flips were the better trade intraday moves. It was just tough. If you traded yesterday, I would not be surprised. Etsy give us an inside bar here. Again, not be surprised if you got chopped up. This was very difficult trading. Trying to take these inside bars to the downside. I prefer to take my inside bars reversals, but you're in a continuation pattern. You could take this. This is your signal here. You got an inside bar at 10:06. It goes 2 up, 2 down. You would have taken that entry here, only for it to come back up. It stays down, right? Because remember, this is your open. We're already read that your 15-minute flip happens. I'm sorry, your 45-minute flip happens in here, right? So this is your open. CCI is still trending down, so you can hold this here. So it's going to flip in here, but we're going to take our entry here off of the 18-minute, 2 up, 2 down off the 6, hold it. 45-minute flip happens. It goes inside, back down. We're going to hold it so it's still red on that 45, still red. It hits ADR here and reverses. Remember, we look for reversals off the ADR. So if you're in this trade and it reversed, you have to exit. You have to exit. Because you have to be thinking this is hitting the average daily range low, and it's probably, or there's a high probability it's going to reverse. And actually, this is your 90-minute flip, and you can see that reversal there. Okay, so very difficult trading, and but you can see how either you do not trade when gaps down, wait for ADR and look for reversals. Okay, wait for ADR and look for reversals. All right, so that's how I would have traded the inside off these inside bars. Because remember, my signal is inside 18 or 2, 2, right? 2, 2, 2 up, 2 down, 2 downs, 2 up, all right? And then using our 45, 90-minute flips for reversals. So I'm not going to reverse if I'm, well, let's go back to Qs. Let's look at that. If I'm in the Qs and I'm inside that 45, that's going to be a tricky trade. All right, so this is your 45-minute reversal. Okay, so it's 2 down. It goes 2 up, so I'm not going to take it here. It doesn't cross over. It goes 2 back down, so we're still red here. We're still red here, well below 100, so it's still in our sell zone. So we're going to wait for that 90-minute flip when it crosses back over. And so you can see that doesn't happen until here and more specifically it crosses above negative 100 on the 45, not until a 115 flip on that 45, that last 45. So just be careful with those reversals. We're using the 45.90 as our reversals. We like to see those crossovers, right? Because we're seeing these crossovers on the 18, not lasting very long until you see that move on the 45. So you can enter here, but just keep in mind, if that price starts to turn, CCI starts to reverse on you, you got to exit those trades since we're not using our broadening information. So you're coming back into those previous ranges. You got your CCI crossover on that 18, hasn't crossed over on the 45. Careful, you're in the red zone, right? You're still in the red zone here, guys. And then for whatever reason, we saw that pop on at 2 o'clock. Okay, so it's pretty quiet today. I mean, this is the first time I've used my screener, and there is just nothing popping. So let me do this again. I mean, no symbol match your criteria. So pretty light day, maybe. There's some news popping here at 8:30. We have jobless claims. Existing home sales month over month, maybe. Fed speak at 120, 145. So there may be something, there may be something that moves this market, but as you can see right now, it's quiet. Now there may be some other stocks that are moving, but they just don't meet my criteria. And so I would, again, be cautious here, looking at our broader market. Again, I'm looking for price to either trade above or below this range. I would not be surprised to see an outside bar today where price trades up, does not take this high, but trades above yesterday's high and trade right back down and create an outside bar. Would not be surprised, because guys, there has to be a triangle here. You got this small two down bar here. You had a intraday triangle, but it stayed two up. You're two up, two up, two up, two up, two up. You get your two down here, so that that then creates your two up, two down, a broadening formation in and of itself right here, two up, two down. But something has to move this market one way or the other. So I would not be surprised if we got an outside bar. Let's see about IWM. Again, we had this gapper down, so it's already taken this 3-day here. So looking for price to trade lower, but we will see what happens as CCI looks like it's changing momentum. But if it turns up, guys, doesn't create new highs, I'd be again looking for short-term plays in this market, but it's really hard to gauge. So if you don't get your signals here, and in the Qs we had a 3-2 with this form, you know, these are two dojis, right? Doesn't really give me anything. Don't know who's winning this battle. So maybe it goes two up, back down. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it. I really don't have anything else other than, hey, we're gonna continue to play our intraday game, right? We're gonna continue to look for our signals, two up, two downs, and see if we can make a couple dollars. If you do not get your signals, guys, it's absolutely okay not to trade this. Absolutely okay. NVIDIA traded two down, but you can see it came up on the shorter time frame. So you didn't get your signal on 18, but maybe you got it on the 6. And you did. Here's your 18-minute flip. So it went two down. So you don't get it here. Two down, outside, two down, another outside, just tough. Inside. So 10:06, because if you're using the 18 of the 15-minute time frame for your actionable signal, you should not be trading before the top of the hour, right? Because that's the first time you'll get your signal. You're going to get an inside bar, or you're going to get a 2-2. Now, if there was a gapper reversal, you could take that at the 48-45, like a 2 up, 2 down on that 48-45 flip. But here, that wasn't our scenario. This traded 2 down and stayed 2 down and didn't go a 2 up. So your first opportunity would be on that 10:06 or 10 o'clock, and you got an inside bar here. Okay, so again, let's start with, I guess basically what I'm saying, guys, is unless it's a gap or reversal, probably shouldn't be trading until the 10 o'clock for that. All right, so we're gonna end it there. You know the rule, Proverbs 21:5, the plans of the diligent lead surely to advantage, but those who are hasty come surely to poverty. We have to make sure that we have a good feel, a good visual, a good understanding about our ranges. We're not drawing broad information, so we have to understand our ranges: outside, inside, inside, outside your range. And when price goes back inside that previous range, you got to be looking to get out of that trade. It stayed down. This is that range right here, this outside bar. It's not much. It is not much, which is why this would be a tricky trade. 2 down, 2 down continuation. But you did get your triangle day out, came back down, enter here, and then you see if this thing will hold till it hits your ADR. But that was tough. That would have been a tough trade. All right, I will wrap it, guys. Patience. If you don't get your signal, you don't get your signal. No signal, no trade. Okay, no signal, no trade. All right, take care, everybody. Again, I will not be on tomorrow, so have a great weekend.